thought I loved him, but I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I was flattered, swept off my feet, but no, it wasn't love. Couldn't sleep last night, thinking about you and him.
What me and Frank did was wrong, very wrong.
Oh, I'm not talking about you and him having sex together. I'm talking about you persuading me to marry him in the first place. I didn't want to marry Frank. Phil and Grant didn't want me to marry Frank. Even Frank didn't want me to marry Frank, but you got in there and stirred it all up. You made it happen.
It wasn't like that.
Yeah, you had us dancing to your tune.
No.
But what was in it for you, though? That's what I can't work out. Why did you want us to get married?
Because you loved Frank and he loved you.
He was walking out the church when I arrived.
Well, you were so late getting there.
He didn't want to marry me.
Peggy, he thought you weren't going to turn up.
The look in his eyes when I did, sheer panic.
No.
He was like a rat in the trap, and you put him in that trap. I wouldn't have turned up if it wasn't for you, but you made that wedding happen. Why?
Because I wanted to help.
Because you wanted to keep him on the square.
You did want to marry him.
You wanted to keep him like a fly in your web until you were ready to pounce.
No, you don't regret marrying him.
Ah, the biggest regret of my life.
Oh, come on, Peggy, you had some good times, you and him. We had some good times together, didn't we? You know, me and Roy, you and Frank.
Why are you always making everything so cosy and nice?
I'm not.
Frank wasn't cosy and nice. Oh, he wanted everybody to think he was. Talking the talk, walking the walk, making everybody feel like $1 million. But that wasn't the real Frank. The real Frank was horrible, nasty, and rotten right through to the core.
All right, so he made mistakes sometimes. But he was the first to admit that he was no angel. Deep down, he was pure gold.
Oh, you're spinning yourself a yarn, Pat. Telling yourself stories, empty words. You're cut from the same cloth, you two are.
Start on the filling, shall I?
You know, I can bear the thought of you and him in bed together. Not a pretty sight, but I can bear it. But what hurts even now is thinking of you and him with your heads together, laughing at me.
I have said sorry, Peggy. I have said sorry so many times, again and again. I can't change the past.
But would you, if you could?
Why are you talking like this?
Would you go back and make things different? Would you?
No one can change things.
But if you could, would you?
What happened, happened. You have to accept it and move on.
And that's a no, then. You're not sorry, Pat. You're not sorry one little bit.